Okay, let's go see my favorite little buddy from Marataki Village, which is the music boy. This is kind of adorable. There he be. Doing a doot-doot. Ah, it's you! The house is back now, and I finally can sing again. Thanks to you. Will you listen to something of mine? Yes, please. Okay, here I go. The song is titled Legendary Hunter. Doot doot doot. Fudoh, mighty Fudoh. We'll find his prey, the legendary hunter we admire. No fierce bear's claw or white tiger's fang will ever douse his raging fire. Never misses his mark in decent dark. British legend of the hunt would ever tire. How do you like it? It's an original piece. The Legendary Hunter. It's a tribute to Fudoh. Cool, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you. This song shows Fudoh's charisma, or shall I say his power or promise. I think it's expressed well in the song. Only Fudoh fans like myself could write it. It's been 5 years now since Fudoh left. He was awesome. Really amazing. He was the hero of our village. No one could beat Fudoh. He was invincible. Back then, the villagers were attacked by a fearful monster called White Tiger. Many hunters lost their lives fighting the White Tiger, but Fudoh, he killed that very White Tiger in one blow. His power was tremendous. After that, Fudoh became a hero. The entire village respected Fudoh and worshipped him as a guardian god. Fudoh was my idol. I knew I couldn't be like Fudoh. I've always been really skinny and weak. But Fudoh made even a person like myself believe I could be strong. Like magic, I felt like I could do anything. But then, 5 years ago, Fudoh disappeared. There were rumors that he was killed by a monster called Killer Snake. They say, though injured, he still fought the Killer Snake and died bravely. But I don't believe that. Fudoh's too strong. I'm sure he's still alive somewhere. No half-white Killer Snake could still stand a chance against our hero. I'm right? Yeah, definitely. Right, exactly. So, I bet my performance made you want to try a musical instrument too. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, this is my treasure. I can't give you this. Just a minute. Rustle. A flute I made myself. It has a good sound to it. Yeah. Odd tone flute. Aw, poor Coco. He's kind of useless. But it sounds like a mouse. Don't play it in strange places or you'll attract snakes. Dots. Well, that's Coco. Anyway, let's go see if we can bother Goro real quick. Because we haven't visited him in a while. Probably some treasure there for me too. And then we will go and fight the snake. Yep, here we go. Whomp. Fried noodle face. I love that face. Yo, you don't give up, do you? What do you want? Huh. What do you want? That's what I want to know. Killer Snake. That thing really exists? Did it really get my paw? Never mind. You wouldn't know anyway. What can I give you? What could you possibly want? You want that? So what? Go away! What? Music hater. Let's go address the snake, evidently. That should be the only thing we need to do. Okay, so, first things first, I need to equip a different weapon that I just received by being sneezed at and was miraculously not stabbed by. And then we shall summon ourselves a serpent. this. There we go. Doot, doot, doot. Ooh. That's a big snake, alright. Okay, quick time event. Hiss, 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 hiss. Oop. Speed's going down a little bit, but that's okay. Up! And triangle? O, over, triangle! X, over! Chop! Oh, oh! Ah, there we go. Dead. Very anime looking snake. And what will we have left? Serpent Sword has completed its mission. It will now be an evolvable sword. What could this be? Definitely not something to give to Goro, right? Yep, bone pendant. That'll be something from Mr. Wait, this is my paws. Where did you get it? What? Exclamation mark. Papa! Goro, how have you been? Dad, where the heck have you been? I thought you were dead. I'm sorry, Goro. Forgive me for having suddenly left you all alone. Goro, I'm no longer of this world. I'm a spirit now. No, you're lying! It's the truth. Before I died, I put a message into a pendant. The father you see is that message. Listen carefully, Goro. The evil force that attacked this village is now devouring the entire world. With your allies, you must stop it. If you are really my son, then show me, honor me, and all the hunters through your courage in battle. No, no way! Everybody in the village left you to die. Are you gonna help those cowards? You misunderstand them. I was not betrayed by my fellow villagers. Dots. As you know, I was said to be the best hunter in the village. I killed even that brutal white tiger in one blow. My body was gradually weakened by an illness. Look at that, real blood in a video game. Whoa. And I realized I had very little time left for myself. I was a prideful hunter. My pride would not allow me to die of illness. I wanted to die in battle as a hunter should. One day I went into the woods where the fearful killer snake dwelt, taking with me several villagers. I thought the powerful killer snake would be a perfect opponent to end my career as a hunter. But deep inside, I wanted to die in this battle. That very hunt was my plan to end my life with pride. Thus I challenged the killer snake to a reckless fight. I, of course, fought my best. But it was obvious I was not a match for the killer snake with my body weakened by illness. In the end, the killer snake got me and started to squeeze me slowly. And I soon saw my fading flame of life. Start to flicker away. That's a weird sentence. It was what I had wished for. I chose to die with bravery. The villagers that were with me left quietly. I still remember the sadness in their eyes. They probably all knew. Knowing it all, they stayed to see it through to the end. They still, to this day, speak of me as the strongest hunter that ever was. You call them cowards, Goro. But they kept the truth hidden out of respect for me. But why? Why did you do that? Goro, one day you'll understand. I'm a hunter. I wanted to die a hunter, not an invalid. And you're also a hunter. Go fight, Goro. Join with the other warriors and fight evil. Be a greater man than me. Dots. Goro, I am always with you. I hate you! I hate you, Pa! Dots. What are you looking at? Me saving the world? Not likely. But I want to give it a shot anyway. Not for the villagers or for Dad, but for me. I'll fight for me. I'll become Goro, mighty hunter of legend. Goro became an ally. Call me whenever you're in trouble. I'll do better than you. Yay, Goro. Okay, so we can continue now to an actual dungeon. Okay, let's quickly switch over to Goro and see how much more of this level is. And hopefully I don't have to use him right away. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Because I don't have very many bombs. So I don't think I can get through a whole dungeon with another level 0 character. Let's see. Is it gonna force me to use him? Hopefully not. Tell me. Nope, I can switch over to Tone and at least get through one dungeon. Yeah, so, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people might think that Goro is really selfish, but I don't know. Like, I feel like his character is kind of complicated. First of all, I think there's a lot of sequences in this game that are pretty tear-jerky and sad and really well done for how simplistic the graphics are. You know, there's no voice acting and, like, it's an early game, right? So you would think, oh, it's an old game, therefore it's an inferior game. But actually, old games often do things very well, as we have discussed in the previous episode, in that it's not bogged down by having to, first and foremost, consider shareholders over gamers and the actual people buying the thing, right? So it doesn't have those issues. So it's just kind of a pure quality experience. And yeah, there's a lot of sequences that are very sad, and a lot of sequences that are very funny, and overall, it's like a really great experience. But I think most of all, the sequence with Goro and his dad really is just very, I don't know, like human to me, and those things are super annoying. But yeah, it just feels very, like, real, you know? Like, so one part I didn't include, because I haven't really been including the random dialogues with the villager people, is that one of the first characters you kind of complete the house of first is the mayor, who's this guy with a lion's head on. And so he's an old guy, so he starts telling you stories. And as he's telling you stories, you can ask about some of the things he mentions. So he mentions Fudoh, and then he mentions Fudoh's son. And he explains that Fudoh was this, like, legendary hero, and then of course you get a little bit more from Coco, my boy, my baby, my son. That Coco's like this big deal, and everybody worships Coco, and he's amazing. Or, sorry, not Coco, Fudoh. But the mayor explains that, another 2 in a row, he explains that Goro, once Fudoh disappeared, Goro kind of stopped being responsive, I guess, and stopped being a happy little kid, and just got really cold and distant from everyone. And of course, if we take a closer look at that cutscene, there is the gator guy, who I think he's basically the bank for the town, right? He's pretty cool. He's another very favorite character, isn't he? And I'm not sure who the ramshorn, the, deer guy is. I don't remember him. And then there's Pow, who's just one of the main characters that you see. Is that a hammer? Yes, it is. So we have hammer gates now all over the place. Yeah, hit it. There we go. I would like to play a game with Goro, but not this time. Because I want those small things just then. So I'm gonna run up to it, and I'm just gonna... Ooh. These things are so annoying. Just get out of here. You're too strong, man. Too strong. they kind of like dive through the ground. It's really problematic. It's a great way to get killed. They're kind of like the Rock and Offs of this dungeon. And we're on number 10 actually, so we might be close to finish soon, which would be great. Give me that. And let's get through the next stupid door. Yeah, so they explained that Goro kind of went edgy after Fudoh disappeared. Unsurprisingly, like, why would you, your dad is this legendary, wonderful, amazing person. He was probably a great dad. And then he's just gone one day, and only 3 people know, of which only 2, as a multiple-time player of this game, I can even remember meeting in the game. Not sure if the 3rd one doesn't exist, or I'm just not remembering them correctly. But anyway, so only I guess 2 or 3 people really know what happened to him, and they never told anybody. So everybody doesn't know, including his son, which is pretty terrible. Like, pretty terrible, if you think about it for a second. And then this stranger comes into town and gives you your dad's pendant that he likes to wear. And that's when you have a hallucination and find out your dad's dead. So yeah, I think your average person would want there to be this sappy reunion, and then he just decides to be a hero for his father and to do everything for his village. But I actually really like that they kind of flipped it on their head, and Goro decides to make his own destiny and just to do things to break away from this whole culture of like worshipping Fudoh and choosing to die for a pointless reason and doing things for like false honor instead of just because you want to. And I kind of have mad respect for that, Plus he's kind of a funny character. I really like Goro. I should play a game with him sometime, but I don't think we will this time. Maybe we will. I'll think about it, but I really want Ruby and I think the staff guy next time. Or this time rather. So anyway, we got some story in this episode, so hopefully you've enjoyed that, and like and subscribe. Yeah, I will see you next week, and we will continue in the next episode with more conversation topics. So yeah, like, subscribe, and bye!